Why are there not more people talking about the Egyptians' influence on Greco-Roman scientists and philosophers in matters of astronomy? What makes their timekeeping methods so fascinating and enduring? Because they were truly ahead of their time. Let's dive into the secrets of how Egyptians measured time using equinoxes and solstices. Their understanding of celestial events was nothing short of remarkable. Picture this, it's around 716 BC, the 25th dynasty. Egyptians used a systematic calendar marking the length of day and night on key days each month. They meticulously observed the skies and recorded their findings with incredible precision. They knew about equinoxes, days with equal daylight and night occurring every 6 months. These equinoxes were crucial for their agricultural and religious practices, marking the changing seasons and guiding their planting and harvesting cycles. This knowledge allowed them to 12-hour days between solstices, when days are longest or shortest. The solstices, occurring twice a year, were significant markers in their calendar, helping them to balance their timekeeping system. But wait, they didn't stop there. Their innovations went beyond just observing celestial events. They divided days and nights into 12-hour periods, adjusting the hour length with the seasons. This dynamic approach ensured that their timekeeping was always in harmony with the natural world. They even used standard hours similar to our modern clocks. Their sundials and water clocks were sophisticated tools that demonstrated their advanced understanding of time measurement. The significance of day and night lengths went beyond mere timekeeping. It influenced their daily life, dictating work hours, religious rituals, and even social activities. The precise measurement of time was essential for coordinating large-scale agricultural projects and ensuring the prosperity of their civilization. Their methods included using merkets, which were ancient timekeeping instruments, and observing the stars, particularly Sirius, whose heliacal rising marked the beginning of the Nile flood season. This event was crucial for their agriculture, as it determined the planting and harvesting periods. The influence of their calendar extended to their culture and religion. Temples and monuments were often aligned with celestial events, reflecting the deep connection between their spiritual beliefs and astronomical observations. This isn't just ancient history, it's a testament to their astronomical prowess. Their contributions laid the groundwork for future civilizations to build upon. So next time you check the time, thank the ancient Egyptians for their timeless contributions. Their legacy lives on in the very way we measure and understand time today, a true marvel of human ingenuity and observation. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into history and science. Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and powerful gods. But beyond these grand symbols lies a deeper legacy, a profound wisdom that has echoed through the ages. Among the treasures of ancient Egyptian thought are the maxims of Ptahhotep, a collection of teachings that offer timeless guidance on ethics, social behavior, and personal conduct. These maxims, dating back to the Old Kingdom period, provide a fascinating glimpse into the moral and ethical values of ancient Egyptian society. They offer a window into a world where wisdom was prized, justice was paramount, and living a virtuous life was the ultimate goal. The maxims of Ptahhotep are not merely historical artifacts. They are living words, their message resonating with surprising relevance in our modern world. They remind us that despite the vast gulf of time, human nature and the fundamental principles of a good life remain remarkably constant. Let us delve into the world of ancient Egypt, explore the wisdom of Ptahhotep, and discover how these ancient teachings can illuminate our own lives and inspire us to live with greater purpose and meaning. Ptahhotep, the author of these enduring maxims, was not a king or a priest, but a high-ranking official, a vizier who served under King Djedkare-Isesi during the 5th dynasty. His role was one of great responsibility, overseeing the administration of the land and advising the pharaoh on matters of state. Yet Ptahhotep was not content with mere earthly power. He sought to leave behind a legacy of wisdom, a guide for his son and future generations to navigate the complexities of life and lead a life of honor and virtue. His maxims, inscribed on papyrus scrolls, were intended to impart practical advice on a wide range of subjects, from social etiquette and table manners to the importance of honesty, humility, and self-control. Ptahhotep's teachings were not abstract philosophical treatises, but rather down-to-earth guidance on how to live a successful and fulfilling life. both in this world and the next. The maxims of Ptahhotep are not a rigid set of rules, but rather a collection of proverbs, advice, and observations on human nature. They cover a wide range of topics, offering insights into ancient Egyptian values and beliefs. Central to Ptahhotep's teachings is the concept of Ma'at, a complex term often translated as truth, justice, or cosmic order. Ma'at represented the fundamental principles upon which Egyptian society was based, and living in accordance with Ma'at was seen as essential for both individual and societal well-being. The maxims emphasized the importance of ethical behavior, stressing the need for honesty, integrity, and fairness in all dealings. Ptahhotep reminds his readers that a good reputation is more valuable than riches, and that true wealth lies in a life well lived. Throughout his teachings, Ptahhotep stresses the interconnectedness of all things. He emphasizes the importance of social harmony, urging his readers to treat others with respect, compassion, and understanding. Ptahhotep recognized that a just and harmonious society depended on the ethical conduct of its citizens. He stressed the importance of honesty in all matters, warning against deceit, theft, and greed. "Do not be proud because you are learned," he advised, "but discuss with the ignorant as with the wise." Ptahhotep believed that true wisdom lay in humility and a willingness to learn from others, regardless of their social standing. He also emphasized the importance of justice and fairness, urging his readers to be a protector for the weak, a brother to the unfortunate. Ptahhotep believed that those in positions of power had a special responsibility to uphold justice and to care for the less fortunate. Personal conduct, cultivating inner excellence. Ptahhotep's teachings extended beyond social ethics to encompass personal conduct. He believed that true happiness stemmed from inner peace and self-mastery. He advised his readers to cultivate virtues such as patience, self-control, and moderation. "Be not of an aggressive nature, except as regards that which is wrong," he cautioned, emphasizing the importance of choosing one's battles wisely. Ptahhotep understood that true strength lay not in aggression, but in the ability to control one's emotions and act with reason and restraint. He also stressed the importance of gratitude, reminding his readers to appreciate the good things in life and to find joy in simple pleasures. Ptahhotep believed that a grateful heart was essential for happiness and contentment. The ripple effect, Ptahhotep's influence on the ancient world. The maxims of Ptahhotep were not confined to the dusty scrolls of ancient Egypt. They became a cornerstone of Egyptian wisdom literature, copied and recopied for centuries, their teachings passed down through generations. The impact of Ptahhotep's wisdom extended far beyond the borders of Egypt. His teachings spread throughout the ancient Near East, influencing the ethical and philosophical thought of neighboring cultures. The maxims found their way into the royal courts of Mesopotamia, where they were translated and studied by scribes and scholars. They influenced the development of wisdom literature in other cultures, including the biblical Book of Proverbs. Echoes in Jewish tradition seeking wisdom in Proverbs. Centuries later, the echoes of Ptahhotep's wisdom can be heard in the Book of Proverbs, a collection of wise sayings and teachings attributed to King Solomon of Israel, around 970 to 931 BCE. Like Ptahhotep's maxims, the Book of Proverbs emphasizes the importance of wisdom, righteousness, and justice. Both texts offer practical advice on a wide range of subjects, from family life and business dealings to the dangers of pride and the importance of humility. Compare, for example, Ptahhotep's advice: "Do not be proud because you are learned," with Proverbs 11:2, "When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom." The similarities in tone and message are striking. Greek philosophers and the Egyptian connection. The influence of ancient Egyptian thought, including the wisdom of Ptahhotep, can also be traced to the intellectual ferment of ancient Greece. Greek philosophers, renowned for their pursuit of knowledge and wisdom, traveled to Egypt, eager to learn from the priests and scholars of this ancient land. Solon, the Athenian lawgiver, is said to have visited Egypt and consulted with Egyptian priests. Plato, in his dialogues, refers to ancient Egyptian wisdom traditions. While the Greeks developed their own unique philosophical systems, it is clear that they were influenced by the ethical and spiritual insights of earlier civilizations, including the wisdom traditions of ancient Egypt. Timeless wisdom, Ptahhotep's relevance today. The maxims of Ptahhotep, though written thousands of years ago, retain a surprising relevance for us today. Their timeless wisdom speaks to the enduring challenges of human existence, how to live ethically, how to build strong relationships, and how to cultivate inner peace. Ptahhotep's emphasis on honesty, integrity, and compassion resonates deeply in a world often characterized by deceit, greed, and conflict. His teachings remind us that true success is not measured by material wealth, but by the quality of our character and the impact we have on others. In a world grappling with social and environmental crises, Ptahhotep's message of interconnectedness and the importance of living in harmony with nature takes on a renewed urgency. Living the maxims, practical applications for modern life. How can we apply the wisdom of Ptahhotep to our own lives? Here are a few practical suggestions. Cultivate humility. In a world often obsessed with self-promotion, practice humility. Be open to learning from others, regardless of their background or status. Speak truthfully. Honesty is the foundation of trust and strong relationships. Strive to be truthful in your words and actions. Practice gratitude. Take time to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude fosters contentment and joy. Seek justice. Stand up for what is right even when it's difficult. Use your voice to advocate for fairness and equality. Control your anger. Anger is a powerful emotion that can lead to destructive behavior. Learn to manage your anger and respond to challenges with calmness and reason. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of ancient wisdom. The maxims of Ptahhotep stand as a testament to the enduring power of ancient wisdom. They remind us that the fundamental principles of a good life, honesty, compassion, justice, and self-mastery, transcend time and culture. By heeding the wisdom of this ancient Egyptian sage, we can navigate the complexities of our own lives with greater clarity, purpose, and integrity. We can contribute to a more just and harmonious world, and we can cultivate the inner peace and contentment that comes from living a life aligned with timeless values. The whispers from ancient Egypt still have much to teach us. Let us listen attentively and embrace the enduring legacy of Ptahhotep's wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Share your thoughts in the comments below. The sands of time hold more than just buried cities and forgotten languages. They cradle the wisdom of our ancestors, offering timeless insights into the human condition. From the fertile banks of the Nile to the sun-drenched shores of Greece, ancient civilizations grappled with life's complexities, leaving behind a trove of wisdom literature. These texts, often imbued with philosophical and moral teachings, provide a unique window into the values and aspirations of these ancient cultures. Among these treasures are the Maxims of Khagemneh, a collection of Egyptian wisdom teachings dating back to the Old Kingdom period, around 2686 to 2181 BCE. These maxims, attributed to the Vizier Khagemneh, offer practical advice on a wide range of topics from social etiquette to personal conduct. Like the later writings of Greek philosophers, they emphasize the importance of virtue, self-control, and living a life in harmony with others. These ancient texts, though separated by time and geography, reveal a striking convergence of ideas. They remind us that certain fundamental truths transcend cultural boundaries and remain relevant across millennia. By delving into these ancient wisdom traditions, we can gain valuable perspectives on how to lead more meaningful and fulfilling lives in our own time. The Maxims of Khagemneh offer a fascinating glimpse into the moral and social values of ancient Egypt. Khagemneh, a high-ranking official, likely compiled these teachings to instruct his son in the art of living a wise and virtuous life. The text emphasizes the importance of humility, respect for authority, and self-control as essential qualities for success and happiness. One recurring theme in the Maxims is the need for moderation in all things. Khagemneh cautions against excessive indulgence in food, drink, or emotions. He stresses the importance of maintaining a calm and balanced demeanor, even in the face of adversity. This emphasis on self-control reflects a core tenet of Egyptian thought: the belief in maintaining Ma'at, a concept encompassing truth, justice, and cosmic order. The Maxims also highlight the importance of social harmony. Khagemneh advises his son to be kind, compassionate towards others, to avoid gossip and slander, and to always strive for fairness in his dealings. This focus on social responsibility reflects the interconnected nature of Egyptian society, where individuals were expected to contribute to the collective good. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient wisdom, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more insights into the past.
Before we dive into our intriguing topic, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our video. Now on to our main topic of the day. Have you ever found yourself deep in thought, pondering on the question, what were the origins of the universe? This enigmatic query has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers throughout human history. Today we'll explore the multifaceted world of Egyptian cosmology, offering a unique lens to view this age-old question through. Around 4,700 years ago, the Egyptians erected the Great Pyramids of Giza. These architectural marvels were not just tomb temples dedicated to deified kings, but also the sites of profound religious rites. They demonstrate the Egyptians' deep understanding of mathematics and astronomy. Among the earliest known philosophical texts we have from this civilization are the pyramid texts found in the tomb of King Unas, who reigned at the end of the 5th dynasty. These texts reveal a society grappling with existential riddles, pondering the origins of the cosmos and the nature of existence. In the Egyptian cosmology, the universe began with an abyss of water, a form of matter that gained consciousness and manifested itself as creation. This concept of creation was unique and remarkably sophisticated for its time. The creative demiurge in Egyptian mythology emerged from within the abyss and only then began the work of creation. Unlike other mythologies, there was no independent creator, no demiurge standing over and apart from creation. This ancient Egyptian cosmology posits that the idea endowed with power emerges from raw matter. It is a perspective that seems almost contemporary, as it doesn't posit a god, chaos, or darkness at the beginning. Instead, it places matter in the form of primal water at the very origins of the universe. So when we ponder the origins of the universe, let us remember the ancient Egyptians who dared to envision a universe born not from a divine craftsman or a pre-existing chaos, but from matter itself. Their view of the cosmos offers a unique lens through which we can explore the mysteries of existence. Have you ever paused to ponder the perplexing puzzle of existence? What brings being into being? What is the underpinning principle that propels the creation of all that is? This profound inquiry has been the cornerstone of philosophical thought, from the ancient civilizations to our modern times. In the hallowed halls of history, a text, the Papyrus Bremer-Rind manuscript, offers us a glimpse into the ancient philosophy of existence and creation. Written centuries before the birth of Christ, this text is a testament to the advanced conceptual strategies of the time, steeped in logic and dialectics. The author skillfully navigates the demands of strict conceptual reasoning, presenting a nuanced narrative of existence and creation. The text posits the existence of an absolute entity, a oneness from which all being emerges. This entity exists by itself from the beginning, engendering the multitude of ways of being. The ancient Egyptians referred to this primal event of creation as Spi, or the first time, an event that predates all others, the elder of elders. This event is the birthplace of all that exists, a testament to the existence of existence itself. Contrast this with the musings of the modern German philosopher Heidegger. For Heidegger, the concept of non-being is as integral to existence as the concept of being. He sees non-being as the origin of angst, a part of the very essence of being. In his words, in the lucid night of the anguish of non-being, the original manifestation of what exists as such reveals itself. While the ancient text and Heidegger's philosophy may seem divergent, they both grapple with the same fundamental question. What is the nature of existence? Both philosophies, ancient and modern, recognize a primal source of existence, whether it's the absolute entity of the ancient text or the non-being in Heidegger's philosophy. In essence, the philosophical journey from the ancient to the modern is a continuum, a quest to unravel the mystery of existence and creation. The ancient text presents creation as a clear, distinct event, born out of an absolute entity. Heidegger, on the other hand, sees creation as an existential struggle born out of the anguish of non-being. In conclusion, the philosophical discourse on existence and creation is a rich tapestry of ideas, from the ancient text's concept of an absolute entity to Heidegger's notion of non-being. Both philosophies, despite their differences, strive to unravel the enigma of existence, offering us profound insights into the nature of being and creation. As we journey through the intricate world of philosophy, we encourage you to actively participate in this discourse. What are your thoughts on these philosophies? Do you find yourself aligning with the ancient philosophy of existence, or do you resonate more with Heidegger's philosophy of non-being? Let's continue this discussion in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your engagement helps us in expanding this philosophical journey. Remember, philosophy isn't just for the scholars, it's a part of everyday life. And it's up to us to explore and understand it. Stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. As we wrap up today's discussion, we invite you to keep pondering the mysteries of existence. Reflect on the philosophies we've explored and consider how they resonate within your own life. How does Heidegger's philosophy of non-being influence your perception of reality? How does the ancient philosophy of existence shape your understanding of the world around you? These questions and many more are worth contemplating as we journey together through the rich tapestry of philosophical discourse. Stay tuned for the next part of this fascinating topic. Until then, keep pondering, keep questioning, and keep exploring the endless depth of philosophical thought. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination. See you soon in our next philosophical adventure. Picking up where we left off in the last video, do you remember when we started to explore the origins of philosophy? We speculated that the roots of this discipline might trace back to the sun-drenched lands of ancient Egypt. Now, in this new video, we journey further into the evolution of philosophical thought in this cradle of civilization. In the 4th century before the Christian era, the Egyptians of pharaonic antiquity had already begun exploring the quintessential philosophical question: what is existence? Yes, philosophy as we understand it today was indeed practiced in ancient Egypt. However, a common narrative is to discuss ancient Egypt solely in terms of religion, never in terms of philosophy. This is a bias derived from the narrow interpretations of past readers of Egyptian texts. The writings of ancient Egypt, often categorized as merely sacred or religious, are in fact a testament to their philosophical prowess. These texts reveal a highly abstract thinking, a prodigious body of thought not confined to the Nile Valley, but found as well in the African interior. Today, this profound philosophy only survives in Black Africa within secret societies, which serve as philosophical discussion groups for highly qualified initiates. A quintessential example of this philosophical thought can be found in the Egyptian concept of Keper, symbolized by the sacred scarab. Keper represents existence or being. This concept recurs throughout African philosophy, indicating a shared intellectual pattern across the continent. The same sacred scarab, a symbol of existence and creation, is found in practices and beliefs of the Kuba people of central Congo, a civilization renowned for its refined splendor, highly organized kingdom, and exquisite artistry. This shared symbolism demonstrates the interconnectedness of African philosophical thought and how it permeates various cultures. Beyond the scarab, numerous other symbols from nature, such as the lizard, cobra, falcon, and leopard, are accorded metaphysical, religious, and cosmogonic treatment in various Black African civilizations outside the Egyptian and Nubian Valley. This reflects the profound philosophical thought that was and continues to be part of African cultures. In conclusion, ancient Egyptian philosophy had a significant influence on the evolution of philosophical thought. It presented a unique perspective on existence, symbolized through various elements of nature, and this philosophy found echoes across the African continent. It is crucial to recognize and appreciate this contribution to global philosophical dialogue. Ancient Egyptian philosophy, far from being merely sacred or religious, is a testament to the intellectual depth and sophistication of this ancient civilization and its enduring influence in Africa and beyond. Therefore, as we conclude this part of our journey into the philosophical roots of ancient Egypt, we hope you've found it as intriguing as we have. We've delved into the origins of philosophy, explored its presence in ancient Egypt, understood the concept of Keper, and seen how symbolism was shared across African cultures. We've also acknowledged the profound influence of ancient Egyptian philosophy on the evolution of philosophical thought, but our journey isn't over yet. In the final part of this fascinating exploration, we'll be delving even deeper into the lasting impact of these philosophies on modern thought and contemporary cultures. So stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Your support helps us bring more such enlightening content to you.
Welcome back to the final part of our exploration into the mysteries of the universe. As we continue from where we left off in our previous video, let's delve further into the enigmatic wisdom of ancient Egypt. Have you ever pondered the profound abyss of the cosmos, or wondered about the origins of everything we know? In this episode, we will unravel the intriguing tale of Egyptian cosmogenesis that reveals their understanding of how our universe was conceived. Once upon a time, there was nothing. No structures, no establishment, just a vast expanse of water known as Neodymium. This water was self-existent, and the demiurge, known by various names such as Ra, Atum, or Chembe, reigned alone. This demiurge was the master creator, the architect of all life forms. He designed beings that would enter the evolutionary cycle of the universe, giving birth to other forms of life across time and space. Let's delve deeper into this captivating narrative, but before we do, please remember to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends, and leave us a comment. Your support helps us continue unraveling the mysteries of the universe. Interestingly, the Egyptians viewed creation as a continuous process that would last until the end of time. They painted a picture of a universe in perpetual transformation, incessantly changing, always active, and perennially creative. All elements, beings, and things within it began from earlier, unique forms. This vision presents the cosmos as one immense, uninterrupted creative gesture. The second passage to a black African cosmogony deploying the same elements is Bumba, the Chembe, who reigned alone. Before he vomited the sun and the moon, there was nothing but darkness, and nothing existed apart from water. Bumba vomited again, and this time he gave birth to the following: the leopard, Koi Bumba; the crested eagle, Pongo Bumba; to the tortoise, Kono Bumba; to the white heron, Nyanyi Bumba; to the scarab and to the goat, Budi Bumba, after which he vomited human beings. It was said that he vomited forth animals, which began populating the world. The animals he vomited thus began populating the world. Another, Bonchonganda, vomited a plant from which came all vegetation. This vivid imagery encapsulates the Egyptians' understanding of the creation and propagation of life spread beyond Egypt and the Nubian Valley to the rest of Black Africa. What can the ancient Egyptian cosmogenesis teach us today? Firstly, it highlights the human yearning to understand our origins and our place in the cosmos. This desire, as ancient as the Egyptians themselves, continues to drive our scientific inquiries and philosophical thoughts. Secondly, it showcases the power of mythology and storytelling. The Egyptian creation myths weave a tale of order emerging from chaos, the struggle between good and evil, and the cyclical nature of existence. These themes are universal, resonating across cultures and throughout time. Thirdly, it emphasizes a deep connection to nature. The Egyptians saw the natural world as intrinsically linked to their creation stories. This understanding can inspire us to reconsider our relationship with the environment. Lastly, it fosters an appreciation for complexity. The intricate cosmogenesis of the Egyptians recognizes the universe's inherent richness and mystery, a notion that our scientific discoveries continue to affirm. In conclusion, the Egyptian cosmogenesis, a product of its time, provides us with a fascinating glimpse into ancient wisdom. It underscores the universal human desire to comprehend our place in the universe, a desire that remains as relevant today as it was in the times of the pharaohs. It's through these ancient narratives that we can truly appreciate the complexity, beauty, and enduring mystery of the universe.
Did you know that ancient Egyptians wrote their sentences without any spaces to separate them? It's a detail that many people overlook, but it is an integral part of understanding the richness of their culture and linguistic prowess. That's right, the ancient Egyptians, those same individuals who constructed awe-inspiring pyramids and towering obelisks, also practiced a unique writing system. They inscribed their language without spaces, creating strings of hieroglyphs that might seem confusing to the modern eye. But why did they use such a unique method? Well, experts believe that this might be due in part to the writing materials the Egyptians had access to. The Egyptians primarily wrote on papyrus, a type of paper made from the pith of the papyrus plant, which was abundant in the Nile Delta. Papyrus was a precious commodity, and it made sense to use every bit of it efficiently. But the absence of spaces wasn't just a space-saving technique, it was also a reflection of the highly sophisticated nature of the Egyptian language. Hieroglyphs were more than just characters, they were symbolic representations of the world around them. Each hieroglyph had a specific meaning, and their arrangement could greatly affect the overall meaning of the sentence. This writing style required a deep understanding not only of grammar and vocabulary, but also of the world around them. It required the ability to visualize ideas, to translate them into symbols, and to string those symbols together in a way that conveyed the intended message accurately and effectively. This is a testament to the intellectual capabilities of the ancient Egyptians, showing us just how advanced they were for their time. In addition to their unique writing style, the ancient Egyptians had a complex grammatical system, one that was very different from the languages we are familiar with today. They had intricate verb forms and sentence structures that offered a great deal of flexibility in expressing complex ideas and emotions. Much like their society, their language was a fascinating blend of simplicity and complexity. On one hand, their writing system was simple in its lack of spaces and punctuation. On the other hand, it was complex in its use of symbols and grammar rules, reflecting the depth and richness of the civilization that created it. The mastery of such a system is a testament to the Egyptians' intellect and sophistication. It shows us that they were not only great builders and artists, but also prolific thinkers and communicators. It reminds us that language is more than just a means of communication. It is a reflection of the society that uses it, a mirror of its values, beliefs, and understanding of the world. So the next time you marvel at the majestic pyramids or the intricate hieroglyphs in an ancient Egyptian tomb, remember is more to this civilization than meets the eye. Behind every symbol and structure is a story, a testament to the intellectual prowess and cultural richness of a civilization that has long since passed, but whose legacy lives on in the annals of history. This is just one of the unique characteristics of ancient Egyptian grammar, a system that was complex and intriguing, much like the civilization itself. Why don't we ever tell secrets in ancient Egypt? Because they Sphinx. Now that we've set the mood with a little humor, let's dive right into our topic. The grammar of ancient Egyptian can be classified into numerous categories, such as verbs, nouns, adjectives, and a spectrum of pronouns. These categories served as the cornerstone of sentence formation and often interacted in astonishingly intriguing ways. Let's kick things off with verbs. In ancient Egyptian, the sequence of a verbal sentence followed a stringent order: verb, subject, direct object complement, attributive complement, and finally the complement of circumstance. Deviations from this rule were not a common sight, appearing in select stylized expressions such as those used to designate gods and kings, where the word arrangement was dictated by ceremonial precedents. Next we have the nouns. They were divided into common and proper names. Interestingly, ancient Egyptian language marked gender in nouns. Feminine words were identified by a terminal sign T, symbolized by a loaf of bread. Masculine plural was indicated by the ending W, while the feminine plural was double-what. Adjectives in ancient Egyptian were similar to those in English today, used to describe or modify nouns. However, some sentences were verbless, having instead adverbial predicates, nominal predicates, or adjectival predicates. Pronouns were also a significant part of ancient Egyptian grammar. These included personal, independent, demonstrative, and interrogative pronouns. Pronouns took precedence over nouns wherever they had a grammatical function. One other intriguing aspect of ancient Egyptian grammar was that unlike Greek, Latin, or German, it did not decline words, and the indefinite and definite articles, a and the, were not written. Time and mode distinctions were not as definite as in Semitic or Indo-European languages. Negation was signified by two terms. This peek into the unique characteristics of ancient Egyptian grammar is just the tip of the iceberg. The ancient Egyptian language and hieroglyphic writing offer a rich tapestry of history, culture, and knowledge. It's a fascinating field of study that continues to reveal new insights about this ancient civilization. Don't hesitate to delve deeper into this fascinating subject, for every glyph and grammatical rule carries a story waiting to be discovered.
In the vast expanse of human history, Few cultures have sparked as much intrigue as the ancient Egyptians. At the heart of this fascination lies an enigmatic language etched in stone and papyrus, a language that remained a mystery for centuries, the hieroglyphic writing system. Born on the fertile banks of the Nile around 3,100 years before Christ, the hieroglyphic writing system was an invention of pure Egyptian ingenuity. It was not influenced or borrowed from the neighboring Mesopotamians, but was a testament to the intellectual prowess of the ancient Egyptians. Hash hieroglyphs. From the onset, this system was equipped with a comprehensive array of tools, including ideograms, phonograms, and a unique writing medium. It was the lifeblood of communication in Egypt, persisting until the end of the 4th century AD. The Greeks, in their interactions with the Egyptians, referred to these scripts as hieroglyphs, which meant sacred images. The decipherment of this cryptic language was no small feat. The honor of this achievement goes to Jean-François Champollion, who unraveled the mysteries of the hieroglyphic writing system on the 14th of September, 1822. This breakthrough not only marked the birth of Egyptology, but also opened a window into the heart of one of Africa's greatest civilizations in antiquity. Hash Ancient Egypt. The hieroglyphic writing system left an indelible mark on the study of ancient civilizations. Hundreds of thousands of documents inscribed with hieroglyphs have been unearthed on Egyptian soil. These range from royal inscriptions and religious texts to personal biographies and treatises on mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. By the dawn of the 2nd millennium BC, the hieroglyphic writing system boasted no less than 700 signs. This number ballooned to over 5,000 different hieroglyphs under Greek and Roman dominion during the Ptolemaic period. Egyptians used drawings of actual objects, activities, and abstract concepts to communicate, a method still in use today in traffic signs and public images. A unique feature of the hieroglyphic writing system was its flexibility. Texts could be written horizontally or vertically, from left to right or vice versa. Moreover, it evolved into various cursive forms like hieratic and demotic scripts, adaptations of the originally lapidary signs. These scripts were predominantly used for private correspondence, legal texts, and business documents. The hieroglyphic writing system, in its complexity and versatility, is a testament to the intellectual heights reached by the ancient Egyptians. It serves as a key to unlock the mysteries of one of history's most intriguing civilizations. Today, as we delve into the depths of these ancient texts, we continue to unearth the wisdom of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago, deepening our understanding of human history. The journey of the hieroglyphic writing system, from its inception to its decipherment, is a captivating tale of human ingenuity and the relentless quest for knowledge. Hash decoding history.
Have you ever pondered the origins of the ancient Egyptian language? Well, today we dive deep into a linguistic exploration that will shed light on this intriguing subject. The ancient Egyptian language, in its Pharaonic and Coptic variants, is unique. It stands apart from Indo-European languages such as Hittite or Greek, and also from Berber languages like Akkadian, Hebrew, or Arabic. While the languages of ancient Egypt and those of Indo-European or Berber origins may have coexisted in the same era, their roots are different, their structures divergent, and their vocabularies distinct. In fact, no scholar applying methods of historical linguistics based on comparative and inductive techniques has ever reconstituted a primitive pre-dialectal ancestral language common to ancient Egyptian and Indo-European languages. Likewise, no common linguistic ground has been established for ancient Egyptian and Semitic or Berber languages. This is not a mere coincidence, but a testament to the unique linguistic identity of the ancient Egyptian language. However, it is worth noting that the Egyptian language does share genetic kinship affinities with other continental Black African languages, both ancient and modern. This kinship is not merely superficial, but runs deep, hinting at a shared history and a common linguistic ancestry. In 1974, a UNESCO International Colloquium held in Cairo urged experts in comparative linguistics to establish all possible correlations between African languages and the ancient Egyptian language. The purpose was clear: to understand the roots of the ancient Egyptian language and its connections with other African languages. This resolution was a recognition that old attempts to establish so-called Hamito-Semitic or Afro-Cushitic linkages were devoid of intellectual substance. It marked a shift in perspective and provided a fresh approach to understanding the origins and evolution of the ancient Egyptian language. In summary, the ancient Egyptian language stands apart from Indo-European and Berber languages. While it shares no common pre-dialectal ancestral language with these linguistic families, it does bear genetic kinships with other continental Black African languages. This suggests a shared history and a common linguistic ancestry. The recognition of these relationships has led to a shift in understanding and studying the ancient Egyptian language, shedding light on its unique and fascinating origins. So the next time you marvel at the hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt, remember that they represent more than just an ancient civilization. They are a testament to a unique linguistic identity, a language that has stood the test of time, retaining its individuality and distinction through the ages. As we continue our linguistic explorations, we remember that every language tells a story, and the story of the ancient Egyptian language is one of uniqueness, resilience, and enduring kinship with its African roots. It's a story that continues to fascinate us, even today.
In the grand tapestry of human thought, the Western European tradition of philosophy weaves a vibrant thread. It's a tradition rooted in the ancient Greek world, where philosophers first began to reflect upon nature and the fundamental elements that form our world. In Miletus, the birthplace of Ionian philosophy, the world was conceived as a unit, a single entity. The source of being, the arch, as Thales, the revered ancient philosopher, proposed, was water. From this element, he believed, the world formed. Anaximenes, another philosopher of renown, suggested that the source was not water, but air. And Heraclitus, not to be outdone, posited that fire was the primal element from which all else sprang. These concepts, however, were not novel to Greek philosophy. Millennia before, these ideas had been articulated in the ancient Egyptian world. The Egyptians, too, had conceived of the basic elements of water, fire, and air. This is evidenced in their pyramid texts, dating back to the Old Empire, between 2780 and 1260 BC. Historical evidence suggests that Thales and perhaps other Greek philosophers benefited from these Egyptian sources. In the ancient Egyptian philosophy, there is a striking absence of opposition between matter and spirit. The physical world and the spiritual realm were seen as inseparable parts of a whole. The dichotomy between matter and spirit, an idea that has so pervaded Western thought, is a more recent development, introduced by the reductionism of Descartes. This notion of a world purged of all spiritual aspects developed primarily in France and Britain. In the present day, the Cartesian West is rediscovering the ancient wisdom of the Egyptians and Orientals. The assumption of a subject-object duality is falling out of favor. The world is increasingly seen as a representational concept, a reality conceptualized in spiritual terms. It is our reasoning mind that contemplates the world, and perhaps it is time to question the Cartesian dichotomy. If the ancient Egyptians saw no opposition between matter and spirit, why should we? Could it be that the universe is not merely a physical entity, but a spiritual one as well? Could it be that matter, the tangible and visible, is imbued with spirit, the intangible and invisible? It's a question that invites contemplation, a question that challenges our understanding of the world. And perhaps, in seeking to answer it, we may discover a richer, deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it.
Have you ever pondered upon the origins of complex thought? How did the ancient minds grapple with concepts of existence, morality, and the cosmos? Today, we embark on a journey through time, tracing the intricate tapestry of African philosophy from the Old Kingdom of Egypt to the contemporary thinkers of the modern day. In the Old Kingdom of Egypt, which spanned from 2780 to 2200 BC, philosophy was deeply entwined with spirituality and religion. The ancient Egyptians were the first to ponder existential questions, laying the groundwork for future philosophical discourse. They believed in Ma'at, the concept of cosmic order and balance which governed their moral code and societal structures. Their philosophy, much like their pyramids, stands as a testament to their intellectual prowess. Fast forward to Alexandria, Cyrene, and Hippo, flourishing cities from 323 to 221 BC, where the philosophical landscape was as diverse as the cultures that converged there. The philosophers of this era, including the likes of Hypatia and St. Augustine, grappled with questions of theology, metaphysics, and ethics. Their discourse became the bedrock for later philosophical developments in the region. Our next stop is the Maghreb region in the 14th century, where the prolific author of Treatise on the Soul emerged. This philosopher probed the depths of the human mind, exploring the concept of the soul, its existence, and its relationship with the body. His work was a beacon of enlightenment in an era characterized by intellectual curiosity and spiritual exploration. Journeying further into the heart of the continent, we find ourselves in the medieval philosophical schools of Timbuktu, Gao, and Jenne. The University of Sankore was a beacon of intellectual pursuit, where scholars from across the globe gathered to debate and discuss. Here, knowledge was not confined within the walls of the school. It was disseminated widely, sparking intellectual revolutions across the continent. Fast forward to the present day, where modern and contemporary African philosophy continues to evolve. Today's African philosophers are engaged in a dynamic dialogue with their rich philosophical heritage, while also incorporating influences from Western philosophical traditions. They grapple with questions of identity, post-colonialism, and the role of Africa in the global community. And so, we conclude our journey. But remember, philosophy is not a destination, but a continuous journey. Even as we look back at the past, we continue to ponder, question, and explore, just as our philosophical forebears did thousands of years ago.
The driving ethos of ancient Egypt was powerful to virtue and wisdom. We see this dazzling clarity when we consider the Egyptian approach to the problem of life and death. The ancient Egyptians were convinced there was a higher order, living and eternal. They conceived of this deified cosmic order as a combination of justice and truth, and it is called Ma'at. Given the premise, the process of living the inner life, deepening and perfecting it, became synonymous with the exercise of intelligence. Whoever aspired to live forever the life of gods in the company of the blessed had to make a conscious effort to live according to a set of rules designed for the purpose of dominating death, transcending mortality, and affirming life. The straight path to eternal life was morality. Funeral rites, embalming, sacrificial offerings to the deceased and to the gods, rituals performed by priests qualified to wear leopard skin cloaks during burial ceremonies, sarcophagi, statues, and inscriptions in the tombs. All this panoply was imagined, invented, and deployed in order to help the dead to attain eternity, that is to say, to merge self and cosmic order thanks to the achievement of bodily and spiritual purity. For only under conditions of absolute purity could the deceased take on the name of Osiris, ruler of the kingdom of the blessed. To achieve godhead, that is to say, to join the company of the blessed, more precisely known as the luminous ones, the deceased had to first acknowledge and assert their original kinship with the holy deities. That ancient Egypt recognized morality as law. Rules of behavior and moral conduct were codified so that the words attributed to the deceased constituted discourses on applied morality, by whose criteria individuals evaluated their own deeds, freely accomplished while they lived on earth among mortals. The sort of public confession involved was not an incantation of sorcerers' formulae, but a powerful performance, lucid and rational, through which the deceased asserted that they too possessed knowledge of the gods. I know you. Because they asserted insistently their status as pure beings, the individual deceased deserved to escape condemnation on the scales of justice. To do this, they evolved the power and beauty of words, declaring their innocence in the hall of the Ma'at deities before Osiris presiding over the court of 42 gods. What does this scenario indicate? Ma'at is justice, a way of intelligent, conscious living, a concept at once ethical and speculative, a logos. In his splendid Traits de Virtus, Vladimir Jankelevich writes a passage which might well serve as an apt explication of Ma'at. There is an abstract justice, an external truth, and an immortal principle protests against human injustice. The ancient Egyptians, whether they were kings or ordinary persons, lived under the imprint of Ma'at. Justice, truth, the life, one way to true happiness, peace, beauty, and the intelligible life. Hence the use of solar light as a symbol of Ma'at. What, after all, is true knowledge but that which leads to wisdom? Pharaonic Egypt made an enormous contribution to human progress when it defined an ethical ideal, high-minded and inseparable around 1680 BC. It was from the green banks of the old river Nile that the breath of wisdom, balance, and greatness first blew. In time, that breath was to refresh the shores of the Mediterranean. This ideal is precious intellectual and spiritual capital. Some details of Egyptian ritual design have been transmitted all the way to us today. Examples include the scales of justice with the land of the damned to the left, the abode of the blessed to the right, the court of the great god, or of history with a capital H. Knowledge of the Sphinx obtained through the power of light opens a still higher realm in the heavens. For the Sphinx is the affirmation of the absolute and the divine, the image and symbol of ancient Egyptian civilization. All of pharaonic civilization aspires to merge with the cosmos of Ma'at, truth, justice. Its desire for eternity places beyond life and death. These are the same prohibitions, taboos, and moral injunctions we find in ancient Egypt. It is a highly altruistic morality embracing the other stranger. It is an ethical system that does not tolerate adultery, fornication, lying, and the use of coercion to mistreat the weak. This type of behavior is condemned as evil, while loving kindness, plus the community spirit that leads people to share their food and drink, are lauded as virtues. This is a description of the moral system of a black African community now. Readers might suppose they were reading an excerpt from chapter 125 of the ancient Egyptian Ma'at, and that means driving out iniquity. Ma'at enjoins bodily and spiritual purity, scrupulous respect for social norms, the practice of charity and generosity. Another command of Ma'at is that the poor should be protected. The court of deified ancestors. There is a court of the ancestors which adjudicates between the just and the impious. We know that the ancestors and deities invariably take vengeance on the living through warnings, illnesses, and death. The 42 deities in the Hall of Judgment are part of the courts in the place of truth. Judgment and truth refer back to Ma'at and to the day of the assessment of virtues and vices before Osiris, lord of the two Ma'at qualities. Peace, happiness, and serenity, and the yearning for eternity. According to Bee tradition, there is a supreme court in the land of the ancestors, where the virtuous are rewarded and the unjust punished. A number of funeral dirges express this concept eloquently. One says, "Our home is the abode of the dead. Fresh happiness awaits those who lived in serene patience. This means never caused harm while alive. Let More, creator of all, welcome to a peaceful place." The author's commentary is of the utmost relevance. Through their belief in survival after death, Bee expresses their yearning for eternity. By interpreting death as a transition to a better, more dignified life, they bar the way to despair. In the ancient Egyptian tradition, the justified deceased, Ma, who enters the hall of two Ma'at sisters, which is also the place of truth, Ma'at, can attain eternal beatitude among the blessed Ma'ati. The deified ancestors, seeing her as one whose mouth and hands are pure, say to her, "Come in peace." In the land of the pharaoh, eternity was a synonym for peace, since the divinities of justice, truth rewarded the just with light eternal and happiness in the abode of the dead. The ultimate identification of ancestor veneration with cosmic order. For the Bee, the essential functions of the cult of the ancestors might be summed up as follows: to reorganize the balance of spiritual forces in such a way as to ensure metaphysical and social order, to guarantee the fertility of the earth, by planting ritual seed, to renew society by reinvigorating its vital forces, to assert life as an eternal process, to comfort the dead by preparing them to share the life of the blessed ancestors. Ma'at, as transcendental justice, is also cosmic order, universal balance of nature and the entire cosmos. It is the energy that animates both the visible and invisible worlds. Knowing that this transcendent force governs the world of the living and that they are dependent on it, the Bee, as in most times past, wished to strengthen their ties with it. It would have been feasible to cite other studies no less pertinent on Black African conceptions of death and the afterlife. But Komla Agbateata's book presents a decisive advantage. Neither an anthropological nor an ethnological text, it is a direct testimony from within, an insider's experience, felt and lived, and for that reason all the more credible. On a wide range of key existential issues such as death, immortality, afterlife, ethics, the cosmic vital force, human conduct on earth, judgment and the court of judgment in the abode of the dead, the traditions of the Bee community of Togo and those of ancient Egyptian society, present a series of cultural parallels so astonishingly close that they provide definitive insights into the cultural, human and social identity of the two Black African societies. To this day, here and there in the depths of Africa, the ancient Egyptian worldview survives in agrarian ritual, the veneration of the dead, ceremonial rites for deified ancestors, essential conceptions of social and communal life, death, the afterlife and the cosmic order. This worldview embraces deities, ancestors, the dead and the living in a continuous stream of transitions between arcs of reality which together form one vast, dynamic cosmogony. In its fundamental aspects, the morality of pharaonic Egypt is still palpable within numerous Black African societies today. In that sense, these societies are keeping alive an ethical heritage many thousands of years old. A study of ancient Egypt sheds light on contemporary Black African traditions. If you enjoyed this exploration of Ma'at and its influence, please subscribe, like, and share this video to support our channel. Conversely, today's living Black societies, though historically affected by foreign spiritual, ideological, moral and other values, still retain Egyptian and Nubian civilizations of the Nile Valley. In that broad sense, the universe of ancient Egyptian ritual is not yet dead. It survives in ritual observances still vital in the depths of Black African society. The magnificent ritual corpus of ancient Egypt, with its wide range of nuances, its ethical vision and its practical precepts, made it possible for Egyptians to give their earthly existence an aura of truth, gentleness, and a picturesque beauty which moves us to this day. To summarize, the values we've been discussing are part of a philosophy of well-being. That philosophy is the exact antithesis of a philosophy that plunges individuals and groups into nihilism, desolation, or the deliberate cultivation of anger. In the long run, so-called rational philosophies, which end up producing terror, dictatorship, fascism, or Nazism, do not create a moral system worthy of human beings, supposedly separated from paleontological kin. Please like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel.
Ancient Egypt, a land of vast deserts and a mighty river. Here a civilization flourished under the watchful gaze of the sun. The Egyptians called their sun god Ra. Ra was more than just a celestial body. He was the source of all life. He represented order, light, and creation itself. Every day Ra journeyed across the sky in his solar boat. He brought warmth and light to the world. At night, he descended into the underworld. There, he battled the forces of chaos. Ra's victory ensured the dawn's arrival. He was the ultimate symbol of hope and renewal. If you enjoyed learning about Ra, the sun god of ancient Egypt, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories. Ra was a powerful creator god. He brought forth other gods from his own being. These included Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. Together, they created Geb, the earth god, and Nut, the sky goddess. This divine family formed the core of the Egyptian pantheon. Each god and goddess had a specific role within the cosmos. They maintained balance and ensured the world's continued existence. Ra, however, remained supreme. He was the father of all creation. His power was absolute. Time, even for a god, marches on. Ra began to age. His grip on the world weakened. Seeing his vulnerability, humanity plotted against him. They whispered secrets in the darkness. Their hearts were filled with ingratitude and a thirst for power. Ra, heartbroken by his creation's betrayal, retreated to the heavens. He withdrew his light and warmth from the world. Darkness descended upon Egypt. Without Ra's protection, chaos reigned. A sense of urgency gripped the gods. They convened a divine council to address the crisis. They needed a plan to save humanity from itself and appease Ra's anger. Hathor, the goddess of love and joy, stepped forward. But Hathor's love had its limits. Enraged by the humans' actions, she transformed into Sekhmet, a fierce lion goddess. Sekhmet was the embodiment of Ra's wrath. She descended upon Earth, unleashing a wave of destruction. The carnage horrified Ra. Despite his hurt, he still loved his creation. He could not bear to see humanity utterly destroyed. He devised a plan to stop Sekhmet's rampage. Ra ordered a brew of beer and pomegranate juice, dyed blood red, to be spread across the land. Sekhmet, in her bloodlust, mistook the brew for human blood. She drank deeply, becoming intoxicated and falling into a deep sleep. With Sekhmet subdued, Ra's mercy prevailed. Sekhmet's transformation, the return of beauty and peace. As Sekhmet slept, she transformed back into the benevolent Hathor. The land, ravaged by her furies, slowly began to heal. The Nile, once red with the blood of the slain, flowed clear again. Ra, his heart softened, returned his light to the world. The cycle of day and night resumed. Life returned to Egypt, but the memory of Ra's wrath served as a potent reminder. Humanity had been given a second chance. They learned a valuable lesson about the importance of gratitude and respect for the divine. The Egyptian pantheon, a tapestry of voices. The story of Ra's redemption is a testament to the complex interplay between gods in Egyptian mythology. Unlike other ancient religions with a single all-powerful deity, the Egyptians believed in a pantheon of gods, each with their own distinct personalities and motivations. This divine council, with its debates and disagreements, reflects a uniquely Egyptian approach to understanding the world. It acknowledges that life is rarely simple. Solutions are often found through compromise and understanding, even among the gods. Ra and Yahweh, a comparison of salvation. Ra's act of mercy contrasts with the actions of Yahweh in the biblical flood narrative. Yahweh, angered by humanity's wickedness, unleashes a devastating flood, wiping out almost all life. Only Noah and his family are spared. This act is presented as a righteous judgment. Ra, on the other hand, shows compassion and forgiveness. He recognizes the inherent value of his creation, even in its flawed state. While both narratives grapple with themes of creation and destruction, they offer contrasting perspectives on the nature of divine justice and mercy. The enduring message of Ra's redemption. The myth of Ra's redemption is a powerful story. It speaks to the human condition. We all make mistakes. We are capable of great cruelty and destruction, but we are also capable of love, compassion, and redemption. Ra's story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Like the sun that rises each morning, driving away the shadows, we too can overcome our flaws and strive for a brighter future.
Imagine the pulsating rhythm of drums, the mesmerizing melody of trumpets, and the hypnotic sway of dancers moving in perfect harmony. Welcome to the bewitching world of rumba, where passion meets rhythm and music tells a story. Every beat of the drum echoes with centuries of tradition. Every strum of the guitar resonates with the soul's deepest emotions. Rumba, an intoxicating dance form, has its roots in the vibrant cultures of Africa and the Caribbean. Its rhythm, a heartbeat that pulses through the crowd, is a celebration of life, love, and the sheer joy of existence. The stage is a canvas, and the dancers, artists who paint a vivid picture with their movements. They glide, they twirl, they leap, a symphony of motion that captivates and enthralls. The men in their crisp linen shirts and fedora hats exude an air of suave sophistication. The women in their flowing skirts and high heels are the embodiment of grace and allure. Together they bring the tale of rumba to life. This dance is not just about the steps or the rhythm. It's about the connection between the dancers, the emotion in their eyes, the energy they radiate. It's about the chemistry that sizzles and sparks, creating a spectacle that's as mesmerizing as it is unforgettable. The music, a blend of Afro-Cuban beats, jazz, and soul, is the lifeblood of the rumba show. It ebbs and flows, peaks and dips, creating a soundscape that is as rich as it is varied. The musicians, masters of their craft, weave a tapestry of sound that is irresistible, compelling listeners to tap their feet, sway their hips, and lose themselves in the rhythm. And then there's the crowd, a sea of faces lit up by the stage lights, their applause a testament to the magic of rumba. They cheer, they clap, they marvel at the spectacle unfolding before their eyes. They're not mere spectators, they're part of the show, their energy fueling the performers, their applause the sweetest reward. The rumba show is not something you watch, it's something you experience. It's an enchanting journey that takes you through the rhythms of life, the emotions of love, and the joy of dance. Remember, the curtains rise every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening to the stroke of midnight, a 2-hour spectacle that promises to be a feast for the senses. The rumba show waits for no one, so mark your calendars, set your reminders, and prepare to be swept off your feet. Because in the world of rumba, the rhythm never stops, and the dance goes on.
Deep inside the pyramids of ancient Egypt, we find the pyramid texts. These writings are like a time machine, taking us back thousands of years. They tell us about the Egyptian view of the cosmos, a view where the sky played a central role. The Egyptians saw the sky as both familiar and mysterious. It was a place of powerful gods and goddesses, a source of life-giving rain, and a canvas for celestial wonders. These beliefs shaped their lives and their understanding of the universe. To the Egyptians, the sky was not just above them, it was a divine entity intertwined with their existence. Let's embark on a cosmic journey, exploring how the ancient Egyptians viewed the sky and its profound impact on their lives. The ancient Egyptians believed in two skies, the upper sky and the nether sky. The nether sky was the realm of the underworld, a place where the sun god Ra traveled each night. This underworld was a mysterious and dangerous place filled with obstacles and challenges. The Egyptians believed that when people died, they too journeyed through the nether sky. They had to navigate this perilous realm to reach the afterlife, a paradise known as the Field of Reeds. The nether sky represented both death and rebirth. It was a place of transformation where souls faced judgment and were reborn into the afterlife. This concept highlighted the cyclical nature of life and death in Egyptian belief. This duality of the sky, with one realm above and another below, reflected their understanding of the world's balance. Above the earth lay the upper sky, a vast expanse filled with celestial wonders. The Egyptians were keen observers of the stars and planets. They saw patterns in their movements and gave them meaning. The stars were not just points of light, they were gods and goddesses, each with their own story and significance. The Egyptians used the stars to navigate, tell time, and understand the seasons. The most important celestial body was the sun, representing the god Ra. Ra's daily journey across the sky symbolized the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The Egyptians depended on the sun for light, warmth, and the growth of their crops. The upper sky represented order, divinity, and the cyclical nature of time and life. It was a realm of wonder and a source of guidance for the Egyptians. Nut, the divine embodiment of the sky. The ancient Egyptians personified the sky as a goddess named Nut. She was often depicted as a woman arched over the earth, her body covered in stars. Nut was the mother of all creation, and her body represented the celestial vault that encompassed the world. Nut swallowed the sun each evening and gave birth to it again each morning, symbolizing the continuous cycle of day and night. Her laughter was believed to cause thunder, and her tears brought the life-giving rain. As the embodiment of the sky, Nut played a crucial role in Egyptian mythology and cosmology. She represented the protective and nurturing aspects of the heavens, providing sustenance and order to the world. Her presence served as a constant reminder of the divine power that enveloped their lives. The sky's influence on Egyptian life. The sky was not just a distant realm to the Egyptians, it was deeply intertwined with their daily lives. Their agricultural practices, religious rituals, and even their architecture were influenced by their celestial observations. The Egyptians developed a sophisticated calendar based on the cycles of the sun and stars. They used this calendar to determine the flooding of the Nile, which was essential for their agriculture. Their temples were often aligned with significant astronomical events such as the solstices and equinoxes. These alignments demonstrate the importance of celestial events in their religious practices. The Egyptians saw the sky as a source of both practical knowledge and spiritual guidance. Echoes in Western thought, Aristotle and Cicero. The Egyptian view of the sky as a divine entity resonated with later philosophers, including Aristotle and Cicero. Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, believed that the heavens were perfect and unchanging. He saw the celestial bodies as eternal entities, composed of a fifth element called ether, which was different from the four earthly elements. Cicero, the Roman orator and philosopher, also shared this view. He wrote about the beauty and order of the cosmos, arguing that it pointed to the existence of a divine creator. These philosophical perspectives, though developed centuries apart, demonstrate a shared fascination with the heavens and their significance in understanding the universe. The ideas of the ancient Egyptians continued to influence Western thought, shaping our understanding of the cosmos for centuries to come. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient philosophies, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Your support helps us bring more fascinating content to you.
Before we delve into the mysteries of the cosmic egg, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and share this video with your friends. Now let's begin our journey. There was a moment when everything started from an egg. A simple, common object we know, yet it carries a profound secret. This egg isn't just a part of your morning omelet or a staple of Easter festivities. The concept of the primal or cosmic egg weaves a thread through the fabric of human culture, encapsulating stories of creation, existence, and the cosmos itself. Picture the ancient land of Egypt, home to pharaohs and majestic pyramids. Here, the primal egg gains the title of the mother egg. In Hermopolitan language, it carries a feminine connotation, symbolizing the breath of life. This enigmatic cosmic egg signifies the world's inception, a world on the brink of emergence. Now, let's journey across the sands of time and space to the heart of Black Africa. Here too, the cosmic egg features prominently in traditional cosmogonic rituals. Among the Bambara people of Mali, the earth itself is viewed as egg-shaped. During initiation ceremonies, aspirants gather in a circle, echoing the primal egg's geometric configuration. Further north, in Cameroon, the Fali people's homes are more than mere dwellings. They are authentic, human-scale reproductions of a vast origin myth centered around the primal egg. Each house, in Fali belief, is a self-contained image of the universe's life. The primal egg's influence extends even to the separation of sky and earth by air. Among the Abour people of Ivory Coast, an egg serves to tell time. According to legend, the egg of the Vloa, a shrine cockerel, is full at 6 in the morning and gradually empties as the sun rises, becoming completely empty at midday. As the afternoon progresses, the egg fills anew, reaching its fullness again by 6 in the evening. This cycle signals the time to eat and the time to cease farm work and return home. The symbolism is exquisite. The egg is forever linked to the cosmos and its movements, particularly the sun's journey across the sky, a journey so vital for life on Earth. Vestiges of this solar philosophy persist in rural African society, expressed in diverse ways that have survived and evolved over centuries, following natural and social rhythms. The primal egg embodies completeness, perfection, wholeness, purity, youth, and life. It hints at the future and the world that is yet to emerge from it. So the next time you see an egg, remember, it is more than just an egg. It is a symbol as old as time, a testament to our shared human heritage and a reminder of the wonder that is our universe.
Behold the ancient Egyptian painting. a canvas that meticulously presents the ethnic composition of humanity as perceived by the Egyptians. The vibrant colors, the intricate details of dress, physical features, and skin tone, all these elements are not mere aesthetic conventions or color symbolism. These are the realities perceived, objectivized, and differentiated. For instance, the Egyptians painted themselves black, mirroring the color of their southern neighbors, the Nubians. Now, consider Amenhotep's IV Akhenaten's hymn to Aten. It's a rich philosophical text that intricately links all forms of life on Earth to the sun. According to this perspective, every organism, with its systems and faculties, is a creation of solar energy. This energy, invisible to the human eye, travels great distances to reach us, making itself felt even in the deepest parts of the ocean. Whether visible or invisible, all forms of life depend on this solar energy. The visible world, in fact, results from the invisible organization of this energy. Moving from the banks of the Nile to the heart of central Congo, we find a Luba text that echoes the sentiments of Amenhotep's IV Akhenaten's hymn. This text is taught in community initiatory schools, emphasizing the integral role the sun plays in the life cycle of all creatures on Earth. It paints a vivid image of how, when the sun sets, creatures fall into a death-like sleep, only to awaken when the sun rises. This daily cycle of death and life underscores the profound connection between life and the sun. These similarities between ancient Egyptian philosophy and the Luba text highlight the radical cultural kinship between pharaonic Egypt and other parts of Black Africa. Despite local variations and nuances due to spatial and temporal separations, the substratum of common thought remains clear. A deeper understanding of these philosophical texts is hindered by the limited collections and analysis of traditional Black African philosophical texts. However, a few such texts from the Dogon and Luba cultures have surfaced, providing sufficient material for a comparative analysis of ancient Egypt and other Black African cultures. The task now falls on the shoulders of young African-trained scholars dedicated to philosophy. Their mission? To undertake a scholarly analysis of these texts. The philosophy of pharaonic Egypt is solar in nature. It seeks to understand the sun as a perennial source of life and energy, inseparable from human destiny on this planet. Despite being shrouded in the form of myth in ordinary discourse, the fundamental philosophy remains identifiable and rigorous in its exploration of reality. As we contemplate these philosophical texts, let's ponder on their implications. What does it mean for us, living in this modern world, to be so intricately linked to the sun? How does this ancient wisdom inform our understanding of ourselves and the world around us? Reflect on these questions as we continue to unravel the mysteries of African philosophy. As we conclude this journey into the mysteries of African philosophy, we hope you found it enlightening. The ancient wisdom of our ancestors continues to guide us, even in this modern world. Their teachings, their philosophies, their understanding of the universe and our place in it, all these are a testament to the richness and depth of African thought. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate your support as we continue to explore the fascinating world of ancient civilizations and their timeless wisdom. Your comments are always welcome as they help us create more content that you love. In the spirit of the ancient scholars, let's keep the conversation going. Let's continue to explore, to learn, to grow. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more as we continue this enlightening journey through history and philosophy.
If your understanding of the universe is stuck in the past, you're missing out on ancient Egyptian wisdom. Their insights were far ahead of their time, blending science, religion, and philosophy in ways that still baffle modern scholars. Today we're diving into the cosmic musings of ancient Egypt. These ancient astronomers and philosophers had a unique way of looking at the stars and the cosmos. On Stele No 826, a hymn to Amun-Ra from 1408 BC reveals their deep understanding of the universe. In this hymn, two twins praised the sun god with astonishing insight, reflecting their reverence and knowledge. They marveled at the sun's daily journey, estimating its light traveled millions of leagues in a single day. This poetic description hints at an early grasp of the speed of light. Their poetic and philosophical hymn suggests a sophisticated grasp of astronomical distances and the speed of light long before modern science caught up. The speed of light, a concept we take for granted today, was already being pondered by these ancient minds. The sun was the heartbeat of their world, a divine force animating life and ecology. It was central to their understanding of the universe. This divine force was not just a symbol but a crucial part of their ecological and cosmological beliefs. Ancient Egyptians calculated Earth's size and oriented the Great Pyramid to true north. Their precision in geodesy was remarkable. Their cosmic knowledge rivaled that of later Greek philosophers, showing that their understanding of the universe was both profound and advanced. So, next time you gaze at the stars, remember the Egyptians were already there, understanding the vast universe we marvel at today. Their legacy continues to inspire and intrigue us. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps us bring more fascinating insights from the ancient world. Before we plunge into the compelling universe of ancient Egypt, we'd like to prompt you to subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your enthusiast friends, and do remember to leave your insights in the comment section below. We appreciate your feedback and are eager to know your thoughts. Have you ever contemplated the significant impact the ancient Egyptian civilization has left on our contemporary society? Submerge with us into the fascinating realm of the 18th dynasty pharaoh Amenophis IV Akheton, who ascended the throne from 1372 to 1354 BC. Born into a dynasty of rulers, he was the offspring of Amenophis II, grandson of Thutmose III, and great-grandson of Thutmose II, who was the initial husband of Hatshepsut, the daughter of Thutmose III. Amenophis Akheton was not merely a ruler, he was a remarkable poet and philosopher, often characterized in modern Judeo-Christian Egyptological literature as a mystic or a heretic. His wife Nefertiti, a noblewoman, bore him 6 daughters, one of whom was married to Tutankhamun, who succeeded Akhenaten to the Egyptian throne. However, the term heretic appears inapt when ascribed to Amenophis IV Akheton. In religious discussion, heresy denotes a belief contradictory to the Roman Catholic faith and denounced by the Church. Yet, how could Amenophis IV Akheton ever have professed a heresy? This query emphasizes the precautionary need when interpreting pharaonic thought through the Indo-European and Christian Egyptologist's perspective. Stay tuned for our next video, where we will delve deeper into the scientific insights extracted from the texts of Amenophis IV Akheton. Amenophis IV Akheton's return to the worship of the sun as a single, unique, almighty and universal divinity was in essence a return to an ancient spiritual path first traced by his Old Kingdom ancestors from 2780 to 2280 BC. The pyramids, royal tombs built from the 3rd to 17th dynasties, were essentially solar monuments. These structures invoked various modes of ascension, such as stairways and shafts of sunlight, enabling pharaohs to live in the afterlife as comparisons of the sun god. From Khephren, the 4th king of the 4th dynasty, who commissioned the sculpture of the Great Sphinx of Giza, the kings came to be known as Sons of Ra, a solar kinship that was maintained until the end of the pharaonic civilization. All gods with universal aspirations in ancient Egypt had to assume a solar aspect. Amon became Amon-Ra, Kum became Kum-Ra, Munt became Munt-Ra, and so on. Amenophis IV Akheton's solar ideas were a central part of ancient Egyptian civilization, making sun worship second nature to the builders of the pharaonic world. Amenophis IV Akheton's texts, for their literary qualities, intense lyricism, and exceptional breadth of vision, have been extolled as one of the jewels of universal literature. The hymn develops an ancient Egyptian idea, adding new elements such as anthropological observations that acknowledge the variations in skin color, language, and character among different human races. In summary, Amenophis IV Akheton, the 18th dynasty pharaoh, was not only a ruler but also a poet, a philosopher, and a significant contributor to the ancient Egyptian civilization. His return to the worship of the sun as a single, unique, almighty and universal divinity marked a return to an ancestral spiritual path. His texts, particularly the Hymn to the Sun, are considered jewels of universal literature, encapsulating a cosmopolitan humanistic vision that acknowledged the diversity of the human race. His influence, it is believed, even extended to the biblical Psalm 104. This deep dive into the life and influence of Amenhotep IV Akhenaten is a testament to the profound impact of the ancient Egyptian civilization on our modern society. It's a reminder that even in the distant past, there were those who recognized the beauty of diversity and the interconnectedness of all life under the sun. Following our last discussion, have you ever pondered the deep scientific insights of Amenhotep IV Akhenaten text on how the sun, a magnificent inferno of gas millions of miles away, shapes life on our home planet? The sun, or Ra in the ancient Egyptian context, is the lifeblood of Earth. Life as we perceive it would simply cease to exist without it. The wisdom of ancient Egyptians, particularly reflected in Amenhotep IV Akhenaten texts, recognized the sun's pivotal role. They grasped that everything from the tiniest microorganism to the mightiest mountain is in debt to the sun for its existence. The texts highlight that they comprehended the sun's rays reach not just our skins, but also penetrate the deepest corners of the ocean, a scientific revelation not widely acknowledged in antiquity. The Hymn to Aten, an ancient Egyptian text, encapsulates this understanding. It describes a world where every form of life, visible and invisible, draws its existence from the sun. It speaks of the sun's immense and undeniable creative power, which gives life to millions of forms. This hymn also acknowledges the limitations of human perception. Our eyes may see, but they do not see everything. For instance, we cannot see the ultraviolet rays emitted by the sun, even though they reach us all the same. The earth, the sea, rivers, mountains, fields and seasons, all these elements of our world are named in the hymn. It paints a picture of a universe where humans actively engage with nature, not passively submitting to fate. We build cities, irrigate fields and pilot boats. We are creators, just as the sun is. Yet, the Hymn to Aten doesn't stop at acknowledging the sun's role in creating life. It also recognizes the sun's role in sustaining life. The greenness of leaves, it suggests, is due to the sun's rays. This is a remarkable insight, considering that the process of photosynthesis through which sunlight enables plants to produce chlorophyll and turn green would not be understood scientifically for many more centuries. The text even recognizes that sunlight penetrates deep into the sea, reaching as far down as 200 meters. At these depths, life still thrives, a fact that many ancient cultures were not aware of. In conclusion, the Hymn to Aten unveiled a remarkable comprehension of the sun's pivotal role in the inception and maintenance of life on Earth. It venerates the sun's inventive might, concedes human limitations in discerning this power, and acknowledges the sun's continual role in preserving life. This primeval scripture serves as a potent reminder of the role the sun endures in our universe, a role that is as vital today as it was during the era of ancient Egypt. Therefore, when you next feel the sun's warmth kiss your face, recall the ancient Egyptians' wisdom. Recognize that every living entity on Earth, including yourself, owes its existence to the sun. Remember the sun's eternal part in maintaining life on Earth, from the verdancy of the leaves to the life teeming beneath the ocean's surface. The sun is more than just a blazing sphere of gas in the sky. It is our planet's life force. Before we sign off, do remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Keep your eyes peeled for the concluding part of this analysis in our forthcoming video. Ever wondered how the ancient Egyptians influenced our modern calendar? Their contributions to timekeeping are nothing short of extraordinary and have left an indelible mark on history. Get ready to be amazed by their genius in timekeeping. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in the field, developing methods and tools that were incredibly advanced for their time. Around 3000 BCE, Egyptians introduced a calendar with 12 months of 30 days each. This was a revolutionary concept, providing a structured way to measure the passage of time. But they didn't stop there. To account for the solar year, they added 5 extra days, making it a total of 365 days. Sound familiar? This adjustment ensured that their calendar remained in sync with the solar cycle. Egyptians were masters of time. They developed various timekeeping devices, such as sundials and water clocks, to measure hours and minutes with remarkable accuracy. Their calendar was not just about dates, it was deeply tied to their philosophy and daily life. The Egyptians believed that time was a divine element, governed by the gods and essential for maintaining cosmic order. They had 3 seasons: Akhet, the flood time; Pere, the growing season; and Shemu, the harvest season. Each season was meticulously observed and celebrated, reflecting the natural cycles of the Nile River. During Pere, the growing season, the fertile lands along the Nile were cultivated, ensuring a bountiful harvest. This season was crucial for their agriculture and survival. Shemu, the harvest season, was a time of celebration and gratitude. Festivals and rituals were held to honor the gods and give thanks for the abundance of crops. Their understanding of time was so advanced that the Romans adopted it, passing it down to us through centuries. The Roman calendar, which evolved into the Julian and eventually the Gregorian calendar, owes much to Egyptian innovations. From the myth of Horus to the precise measurement of days, the Egyptians saw time as a cosmic and vital force. Horus, the falcon-headed god, was often associated with the passage of time and the movement of the sun. Their astronomical skills, pyramid constructions, and mummification practices all reflect a profound grasp of time and eternity. The alignment of the pyramids with celestial bodies is a testament to their advanced understanding of astronomy. So, next time you look at a calendar, remember, it all started with the ancient Egyptians. Their timeless wisdom continues to influence our lives, reminding us of the incredible achievements of this ancient civilization. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our channel. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the wonders of ancient civilizations. Africa, a continent of diverse landscapes, rich cultures, and incredible wildlife, offers a plethora of unforgettable experiences. Here are some of the best tourist attractions. Wildlife safaris. Serengeti migration of wildebeest and zebras. Masai Mara National Reserve, Kenya, experience the same migration and encounter Maasai tribes. Kruger National Park, South Africa, home to the Big Five: lions, leopards, elephants, rhinos and buffaloes. Etosha National Park, Namibia, a salt pan teeming with wild. Ancient civilizations. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. A marvel of ancient engineering. Great Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, a massive stone ruin of a medieval African empire. Timbuktu, Mali, a historic city with ancient mosques and universities. Natural wonders. Victoria Falls, located on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, is one of the world's largest waterfalls. The Okavango Delta in Botswana is a unique wetland system that supports a diverse array of wildlife. Cape Town in South Africa is a coastal city renowned for Table Mountain, its vineyards and beautiful beaches. Windy Impenetrable Forest in Uganda is home to the majestic mountain gorillas. And of course the Sahara Desert, the world's largest desert, offers stunning sand dunes, oases, and a glimpse into nomadic cultures. Cultural experiences. Marrakesh in Morocco is a vibrant city filled with bustling souks, grand palaces and serene gardens. Cape Verde, a group of islands, boasts beautiful beaches, Portuguese colonial architecture and a lively music scene. The Ethiopian highlands are known for their stunning landscapes, ancient churches and unique cultural traditions. The Kalahari Desert, a vast expanse, is home to Bushman communities and unique wildlife. This is just a small sample of the many incredible attractions Africa has to offer. With its diverse landscapes, rich cultures and abundant wildlife, there's something for everyone to enjoy.
Have you ever wondered about the mysteries of embryology and the natural process of reproduction? How does a simple egg evolve into a complex organism? A question that has intrigued philosophers from Aristotle to Whitehead. Today, we delve into the ancient understanding of embryology as seen through the eyes of Amenophis IV Akhetan, an Egyptian pharaoh. Amenophis IV Akhetan, in his hymn, constantly refers to the animals: lions, serpents, livestock of all sorts, birds, fish, and humans, male and female. He doesn't shy away from the question of species reproduction. Instead, he explains it through the method of descriptive embryology. To him, it was no mystery, but a natural process open to reasoned comprehension. The process, as understood by Amenophis Topher begins with the male depositing seed in the female body, containing eggs which, being fertilized, then develops. The seed, sperm and ovule are all creations of solar energy in human beings. "You give life to the sun in his mother's womb," he declares. The human embryo lives a considerable time inside the maternal uterus, and when the child is born, you can come with what dries up tears. The hymn astonishingly describes the hen's egg, depicting the chick inside as capable of talking, of pecking at the stone or shell to give it life. The sun gives it breath. At the right time determined by the sun, which brings everything to maturity, the chick pecks from within the egg, cracking its porous calcareous shell housing. The moment it leaves the egg, it chirks and starts walking on its legs, delighted at the sight of the sun. The hymn also sheds light on the natural sciences and the physical and human geography. The sun shines on all races and peoples, inhabitants of Kor to the northeast, present-day Syria, Kush in the south, Sudan, and Egypt. Each person has his sustenance and his allotted span of life. His time of life is counted. The hymn notes that languages spoken by these individuals are separated, divided, and differentiated in idiom and vocabulary. Languages, as systems of verbal signs particular to a group of communities, are designed to ensure communication. They set limits to communication outside one's group. Only those who learn languages belonging to foreign communities can cross these divisions. The hymn also highlights the diversity of human beings, separate and varied according to their skin color, black, white, yellow, etc., as well as by their national temperament or ethos. In anthropology, ethos means the common character of a group of individuals belonging to some society. In conclusion, Amenophis Topher understanding of embryology was deeply rooted in natural processes and solar energy. His hymn paints a vivid picture of the development of life from a fertilized egg to a fully formed organism, and extends this understanding to the diversity of human life and languages. His perception of embryology and reproduction was not only scientific but also deeply insightful, reflecting the interconnectedness of all life. In the final analysis, Amenophis Topher hymn is an exceptional testament to the ancient Egyptians' profound understanding of the natural world around them. The hymn's acknowledgement of the diverse human races and languages, along with the intricate process of embryology, showcases a level of insight that transcends time. This understanding, combined with a deep respect and reverence for the sun as a source of life, presents a holistic worldview that is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. As we reflect Akitan's wisdom, we find ourselves humbled and inspired by the depth of knowledge and insight that our ancient ancestors possessed. Before we conclude this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Engage with us. Let's continue this enriching journey of exploration and understanding together. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. And remember, the wisdom of the ancients is still within our reach, waiting to be rediscovered and appreciated.
Welcome to our journey through the ancient Egyptian sky. Imagine a civilization so deeply in tune with the cosmos that they didn't just observe the stars, they wove them into the very fabric of their existence. The Egyptians saw the heavens as a tapestry of stories, gods and goddesses, and their movements held profound meaning for life on Earth. Today, we explore the fascinating world of the Egyptian decans, a system that dates back to the Greco-Roman period. These 36 star groups, like celestial sentinels, marked out the night sky, each presiding over a 10-day period in the Egyptian calendar. But they were much more than just timekeepers. They were celestial signposts guiding the pharaohs in the afterlife and offering insights into the rhythms of the universe. So, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for a cosmic adventure as we delve into the heart of ancient Egyptian astronomy, exploring the mysteries and marvels of the decans. Our first stop, takes us to the magnificent Temple of Hathor at Dendera, home to the famed Zodiac of Dendera. Now, this isn't your average zodiac, folks. This intricately carved relief, dating back to the 1st century BC, is a celestial map unlike any other. It depicts the constellations, planets, and of course, our stars of the show, the Decans. The Zodiac of Dendera provides crucial evidence of the Decans in Egyptian cosmology. They're not just scattered across the sky, they're strategically emphasizing their role in timekeeping and the journey of the sun god Ra. Notice how the Decans are depicted as deities or mythical beings, each embodying unique characteristics and powers. This highlights the Egyptian belief that the cosmos wasn't just a physical realm, but a living, breathing entity intertwined with their daily lives. By studying the Zodiac of Dendera, we unlock a door to understanding the Egyptian worldview, their beliefs about the afterlife, and their sophisticated knowledge of the cosmos. Next, we venture into the awe-inspiring Temple of Kom-Ombo, a structure dedicated to two powerful deities, Sobek, the crocodile god, and Horus, the falcon god. This temple, with its dual dedication, is a testament to the Egyptian fascination with balance and duality, a theme reflected in their astronomical observations. Here, amidst the intricate carvings and towering pillars, we find further depictions of the Decans, silent guardians of the temple walls. Take a closer look at this particular depiction where the Decan KNMT is represented as an ape-headed god. This isn't just a random artistic choice. The Egyptians carefully chose animal form to represent the Decans, reflecting their perceived characteristics and their connection to specific celestial events. The ape, with its association with wisdom and knowledge, hints at the profound astronomical understanding embedded within the decanal system. Kom-Ombo's astronomical ceiling, with its intricate depictions of constellations and decans, serves as a reminder of the profound connection the Egyptians felt with the cosmos. Chapter 3, SB3, a decan lost and found in time. Now let's fast forward to the New Kingdom, a period marked by Egypt's political and cultural zenith. During this era, the Decans continued to hold a prominent place in Egyptian astronomy, as evidenced by the discovery of the New Kingdom Deccan, SB3. Also known as Tepi, Egypt, SB3 held a special significance in the Egyptian sky. This particular Deccan, rising just before Sirius, the brightest star in our night sky, heralded the annual flooding of the Nile, a vital event in the Egyptian agricultural cycle. Imagine the anticipation, the excitement as the Egyptians looked and searching for the first glimpse of SB3, a celestial messenger announcing the arrival of life-giving waters. This event, deeply intertwined with their survival, underscores the practical implications of the decanal system, going beyond mere timekeeping. The story of SB3 exemplifies how the Egyptians wove astronomical observations into the fabric of their lives, using the stars to guide their agricultural practices and shape their understanding of the world around them. KNMT, a stellar merger. Our exploration of the Decans wouldn't be complete without delving into the fascinating evolution of these celestial markers. Over time, some Decans merged, their identities blending into new forms, reflecting the ever-evolving nature of astronomical knowledge. One such example is the Deccan Kanti, which, intriguing enough, came to be represented by 9 stars. Now you might wonder why 9? Result of the fusion of 2 earlier decans, each originally comprising 4 and 5 stars, respectively. This celestial merger, a testament to the dynamism of the decanal system, reminds us that the Egyptians were not passive observers of the sky. They actively studied, interpreted, and refined their understanding of the cosmos, adapting their astronomical knowledge over generations. This process of observation, interpretation, and refinement is the cornerstone of scientific thought, and the Egyptians, with their sophisticated decanal system, were pioneers in this endeavor. Chapter 5. Aristotle acknowledging Egypt's cosmic influence. The reach of Egyptian astronomy extended far beyond the sands of the Nile Valley. Their meticulous observations and sophisticated astronomical knowledge had a profound impact on other civilizations, including the Greeks. Even the great philosopher Aristotle, a giant of intellectual thought, acknowledged the Egyptians' contributions to astronomy. He recognized their ancient lineage in the field, stating that the Egyptians were the first to develop a comprehensive understanding of the cosmos. This acknowledgement from one of history's greatest minds speaks volumes about the sophistication and influence of Egyptian astronomy. The Egyptians, with their meticulous observations and innovative thinking, laid the groundwork for future generations of astronomers, shaping our understanding of the universe. Their legacy lives on, not just in the ruins of their magnificent temples, but in the very constellations we gaze upon, a testament to the enduring power of human curiosity and our eternal fascination with the cosmos. Outro, keep looking up. Thank you for joining us on this celestial journey through the wonders of ancient Egyptian astronomy. We've explored the intricate world of the Decans, from their representation in grand temples to their role in timekeeping and agriculture. But this is just a glimpse into the vast and fascinating world of ancient astronomy. The cosmos holds countless secrets waiting to be unlocked, and by studying the wisdom of past civilizations, we gain a deeper appreciation for our place in the universe. Stay tuned for more explorations into the wonders of ancient astronomy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights. Keep looking up and never stop questioning the universe.